like a forest. It takes time to build a forest, and it takes just a spark of fire to burn it down to ashes. The same thing applies with trust. It takes time to build trust, but at the same time, you can crush it down to no level with one single mistake. So how can you build trust faster as a leader? Stephen M.R. Covey, who happens to be the son of famous Stephen Covey, who wrote the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, talks about the speed of trust, in which he mentions 13 behaviors to speed up the level of trust in an organization. But I have found out of experience that there are 3 very important behaviors that you can adopt as a leader to build your trust rapidly in an organization. Number 1, you have to become vulnerable as a leader. People quickly identify themselves with leaders who are vulnerable. And what I mean by vulnerability here is it doesn't mean you're weak. Sometimes people think being vulnerable means being weak. On the contrary, being vulnerable means that you are willing and ready to ask your subordinates many questions so that you can learn from them and become more competent. Because leadership is not all about trustworthiness, it's not all about character, but it's a blend of character and competence. So leaders who are vulnerable ask more questions and they learn more than leaders who lead from an expertise point of view. Secondly, you have to be ready to declare your intentions if you want to build trust very fast. You have to make people understand why you do what you do. Declaring intentions is very important because it builds trust faster because it engulfs other behaviors like being transparent, communicating effectively, and accountability. So leaders who often conceal their intentions and lead people from a blind spot always have problems with their subordinates. So a key secret to build trust rapidly in an organization is always learning how to declare your intentions over every step that you take and make people understand why you do what you do. And the last and most important point is to provide honest feedback. And I think this is the greatest problems with many leaders in our time today. Often, people agree on issues with their leaders, but leaders often don't follow up and don't give them feedbacks on what they do. And this kind of attitude quickly kills trust in an organization. So if you're a leader, it is important for you to always provide feedbacks, and the feedback must be honest, because there are some leaders who spin the truth, or who, they try to mask the truth, or they don't follow up with what was agreed, and they don't feed back to their team. So as a leader, it's important for you to provide honest feedback so that people can believe in what you say. A leader who walks the walk and talks the talk. So I want to encourage you, if you want to build trust as a leader, it is important for you to become vulnerable. Secondly, you have to declare your intentions. And thirdly, you have to provide honest feedback. Thank you very much for listening, and hope to see you in the next episode.